building off of the concept of economy of motion, the previous example kept things on one string, but what if you want to move between strings? What does economy of motion look like? A lot of guitar players, when they play, they'll pick on one string. When they go to another string, there's kind of an arch to the pick direction that it's moving. So what you want to do is get from point A to point B with the straightest line possible. So if you're picking on one string and then moving to another string with an arch, then that's not the most direct movement. No matter what you do, you're going to hit a ceiling compared to flattening that movement. So this applies to moving between the strings. You'll see an arch here. People will also have like a bounce where they'll move this way. So if you're moving this way, you have to move back into the next string. So none of that's the most economical. What you want to do is flatten the direction. So point A to point B, and that would look like this. Versus, okay? So there's other things you can do to change, to help your technique to help you with this. You can change the pick angle a little bit to keep that flat motion going. Pick up or down to help you clear the string. But whatever you're playing, the idea is just try and keep it as flat as possible, and you'll be able to get from point A to point B faster. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like you might be the original Troy Grady.
No.
I think that you were saying this, I mean, like from all the stuff that we've talked about, like you were thinking about this 20 years ago, right?
Yes. Yeah. But
Because he wasn't.
I'm not. Yeah.
Because he wasn't. You know what I mean?
He wasn't?
He just popularized it. I mean, he is the forerunner in it, but I just think it's amazing because I don't think anyone said that in any video 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Flattening it. And then now everyone knows string hopping because of Troy Grady. It's almost like you can't even say it without someone, implying that you took it from Troy Grady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to make any claims on myself. Can I do that one more time? I don't think I was very articulate. All right. Okay. Building off of economy of motion, the previous example was isolated to one string. What if you have to move between two different strings, whether adjacent or you have to string skip? If you have an arch or a bounce to your picking style, where you pick a string and then you move away from the instrument in this direction, you're not going to be as effective playing faster passages than if you try and flatten that movement. So going from 2 points, the shortest distance is a straight line. So you want to make the line as straight as possible. When you pick, instead of bringing your pick up or bouncing, try and go through on as flat a plane as possible. Like that. And there are things you can do to change your technique to make it easier. You can change the pick angle going from one direction to the other. That can help you. Experiment with this. Just know that you as a player will be limited with this movement versus this movement. So experiment. I'm not saying everybody has to play super flat, but you want to be the best player you can. Experiment with how economical you want to play while still maintaining your own approach to the instrument.